All right, Rolling Stone magazine, they've put out an article called As Nasty as They Want to Be, the 20 Dirtiest Album Covers of All Time.
Here we go.
And I just think to myself, okay, that's going to be, I'm sure they're going to include Two Virgins by John and Yoko, because it's the two of them just standing there buck naked.
Okay.
And then I think the original Electric Ladyland, Jimmy, there's a bunch of just naked women on that.
Never saw that album.
Okay.
We'll look it up, though, after the show.
Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass.
Never saw it.
Whipped Cream and Other Delights. There's just a woman just with whipped cream covering the bits that you're not supposed to see.
Hold on, let me write
Which
this
that
down.
album was in my house as a kid, and I would just stare at it sometimes.
What's the name of the album?
I'll get it. Just off air. We'll talk. Herb Alpert and Tijuana Brass. But then, lo and behold, in the midst of this 20 dirtiest album covers of all time, oh, great, there's the Black Crowes album, Amorica. Which, oh, there it is. Now, when you hear this song right here, what does it make you think of?
Like a bikini model with buckwheat and a scissor lock.
Oh, my God. So that music right there makes you think of pubic hair.
All because of your stupid album cover. Yeah, whose idea was that? Let me guess.
Oh my God,
Steve and his artistry. Was that during your artistry phase?
No, our third album, the cover was a shot that had been the July 1976 cover of Hustler magazine. It's an American flag bikini.
That's right.
It's just what you just see is like, the bikini area. And yeah, there's a bunch of pubes hanging out, and that was the album cover for at the time. We made a great album, just a beautiful, far-reaching, very ambitious album, and that's what we slapped on the cover.
Whose idea was it? Just get right to brass tacks.
That was our singer's idea.
And Chris. You're saying nobody stood up and said, we
can't. I didn't like it at all. We tried to have that conversation. Hey, you know what we've been talking about today is how sick people can be. As a testament to how we were all out of our minds at that point, and none of us were well. One guy wanted it, no one else did, and he got his way. That'll tell you how ill that group of people was at that time. Making great music, making bad decisions.
Come on.
I hate that album cover. Always have. I just thought we made this album that is all we ever wanted to put on an album, and the first thing I said was, no one will get the point. I understand that it's like there's you can put a lot of ideology behind that. The whole idea of sexuality and civil liberties in America and what the flag represented in the 70s and what people, the different view of what America represents. You can make you could write an essay about what that picture represents. Right. I get all that on an intellectual level. But all I know is if I walk into a record store and I see that cover, the first thing I think is, what is this, for 12-year-old boys? Who thinks that's funny or who thinks that's hot? And that's what a lot of people thought. And we ended up, and then like a lot of chains wouldn't even sell the record. They made us black it out.
Yeah, but you did do another version of it where all of her bits were covered up.
It was and it was blacked out. It was just a red, white, and blue triangle. Right. You couldn't even tell that it was a bikini. The point was that I thought it got in the way of the music as opposed to making some political statement that none of the music was about. I was really, and I think it did us a real disservice. And now we're on Rolling Stone Top 20 Dirty. Ooh, it's a dirty cover.
If you put a 300-pound, guy on there who's picking up a nickel naked, I don't care. The album was great. All right? Album cover aside, that's a hell of an album.
Well,
so
thank you. I agree.
Hats off to you.
I agree.
How about this? Congratulations. You made Rolling Stone again. How about that?
I'll take it.
Let's find this glass half full, can we?
I do
You
appreciate.
made Rolling Stone again.